Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the most annoying and one of the biggest problems that anyone with curly hair faces every time they wash their hair: shrinkage. Besides it being dry and just overall kind of really annoying to take care of, one of the most annoying things about having curly hair is that you're always going to experience shrinkage. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say health over length, but listen, I was stuck at this length of my hair for far too long, okay? And it took way too much work and I spent way too much money to get it to this length to experience shrinkage. I want that length, okay? I want it, I need it. My hair is at its healthiest and at its longest, okay? So shrinkage is really the last thing that I want to deal with. Literally the only reason why I don't use a Denman brush is because of the shrinkage that it causes my hair. The Denman brush gives me unbelievable definition, but then it compromises my length, so that's not something I want. I will always pick length over definition. I don't care what anybody says. I want the inches. Like, can you believe this is what the Denman brush does to my hair? Like, this is how long my hair is when I'm not using a Denman brush, and this is how it turns out when I am using a Denman brush. Nope, unacceptable. That's why in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I'm able to minimize my shrinkage as much as I can. Just a disclaimer though, everyone's hair experiences different types of shrinkage. Someone with 4A hair is going to experience more shrinkage than someone with 3C hair, and they're going to experience more shrinkage than someone with 3B hair. So just because this is how long my hair is when I have the least amount of shrinkage doesn't mean that you're going to have the same results. You may have your hair longer, you may have your hair shorter. It all really depends on one, what type of hair you have, and two, how long your hair already is. Now, the first tip that works for me personally is to air dry my hair versus diffusing my hair. I used to think that it was the other way around, and that diffusing my hair would cause less shrinkage than air dry myself, until I realized I have been bamboozling myself for a long time. When you diffuse your hair, you push your hair up, and I realized that when I did that, my hair would dry up here. Since I was pushing my hair up for so long, it kind of encouraged my hair to shrink up even more, because if my hair by itself would dry to this length, now I'm diffusing and I'm pushing it up to this length, and now this is how it's gonna dry. So I noticed that when I let it air dry, yes, my hair is going to shrink up. You're going to have shrinkage no matter what. You have curly hair, you don't have straight hair. Your hair is not going to be the same length when it's soaking wet and when it's dry. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna shrink up, it's gonna curl up. But with air drying, my hair will shrink to whatever length that it wants to, and then it'll stop, and that's this length. Yes, air drying does take longer than diffusing, but I will take 3 hours of dry time and have my hair look like this, then have to dry my hair for 30 to 45 minutes and look like Lord Farquaad. If you are a die-hard diffuser and you just do not want to air dry your hair, then my second tip is for you. Instead of pushing your hair up when you diffuse, pull your hair down gently, don't snatch off your wig, and have the diffuser hit your hair head on. This works in the same way as when you straighten your hair, which we don't do anymore, sis. No more straightening, we don't do that. But you know what I mean. When you straighten your hair, what do? You pull your hair. So when you pull your hair when you're diffusing, your curls will be a little elongated, which means that your hair will look longer when it's dry. My third tip is to not scrunch your hair when it's still wet. I know a lot of people like to scrunch their hair when they're putting in their products to make sure that their curls are defined. But this ain't a definition video, this is a no shrinkage video. If you want to have defined curls, go ahead, scrunch it up, but just keep in mind, with definition comes shrinkage. So what I like to do is, not only do I like when you live in Newark, this is what happens. Just silence 24/7. You can't ever film a video. So what I like to do is when I'm applying my products, I like to rake the products through my hair, and then I also like to do the prayer hands method, which is kind of just doing like this to make sure that my hair is completely coated in the products and that there's no frizz in my hair. But also it's pulling my hair a little bit, which in turn is gonna elongate my curls. The only time, and I mean the only time, when I scrunch my hair is when I am putting my oils in my hair, but that is when my hair is completely dry. It cannot shrink up anymore, and I only do it to take the cast off from my hair that the gel forms. Now the fourth tip, I actually don't like that it makes my hair longer, which is kind of dumb, but it does, so I'm gonna tell you guys what it is, and that is to put your hair in a pineapple when you sleep. If you don't know what a pineapple is, it's basically when you put all of your hair up on top of your head and your hair kind of falls around the rest of your head and you look like a pineapple. That's it. What I've noticed is that when I put my hair up in a pineapple at the end of the night, the hair in the back of my head is getting pulled on more than the hair anywhere else on my head. I feel like there's definitely a theme. There's a theme here going on. There's a lot of hair pulling in this video, and I don't want you guys to think that I like that sort of thing, because I don't. Anyways, so the hair in the back of my head is getting pulled on more than the hair on the rest of my head, and then I'm sleeping on it. So then when I wake up in the morning, the hair at the back of my head is a little bit longer than the rest of my hair, and then that just makes my hair look longer overall. So try that out, see how it works. I feel like it's not really like an official way to make your hair look longer, you know, to stop the shrinkage. But it works for me, so maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. The last tip is to have hairstyles that are made to elongate your curls. That can be in the form of braids, curl formers, African threading, or my favorite, twist out. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that this is actually a twist out that I did, and I think I had the twist in for about a week, and these were the results. Now these styles are one of the only exceptions to with definition comes shrinkage, because with these hairstyles you get both definition and not as much shrinkage as you would get if you didn't have these hairstyles. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell